Hi Linda, how are you?
Hi Sally, I'm really good, all things considering. How are
Yeah,
you?
yeah, it's good. It's nice to see you. When I've been doing a few of these, it's just been nice to see a different face and have a chat with somebody. So, what I thought, not some of the people who are going to be watching this won't have met you before, and they won't really know what Just for Tummies is about. So, I just wondered if you could just give a little brief introduction about what Just for Tummies is, and why people would probably want to buy your products.
Okay, well, I've been a natural health practitioner for just over 28 years now in full-time practice. I run a busy natural health clinic in Mapley with my husband, who's a physiotherapist. So, we've worked together for many years. And I'm also a colon hydrotherapist. So I specialise in digestive and gut disorders, in particular irritable bowel syndrome, constipation, uh, painful bloating, painful trap gas, diarrhea, acid reflux. There's a whole range of digestive and gut disorders, diseases that I specialise in. Two things happened actually that kind of led to the formation or the development of Just for Tummies. One was my husband overheard me speaking to a lady and recommending various different supplements to help reduce her IBS symptoms. And when I finished the conversation, he said to me, he said, "Why are you recommending other manufacturers' supplements when you have all this knowledge, this clinical practice? Why don't you develop your own range?" And then the second thing happened. A young woman rang me. She wanted to book in for a colonic, and people that used to come for colonics, I always asked them to bring any medications that they're taking and any supplements that they're taking to the consultation so that I could check them. Anyway, she came for her consultation and she walked into my treatment room, and she was a personal trainer. So she got all her gear on and she'd got a sports bag. And she put a sports bag down at the side of the chair when she sat down. And I said, "Okay, have you bought the supplements that you're taking?" And she opened this sports bag. I thought it had got her kit in it, and it had got all the supplements that she was taking. And she put them all on my desk, all these supplements. And she was spending about £300 a month on supplements. And a lot of them were full of artificial fillers, binders, bulking agents. They were rubbish. She paid a lot of money for them. And out of all of these pots of supplements that she put on my desk, that she was paying £300 a month for, I think there must have been about 20 pots, something like that. There was only a couple that I said, "Yeah, they're okay, but these are rubbish. Get rid of them because they're making your symptoms worse." And it was that, and I thought, and it made me really angry. To be honest with you, I thought, right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to develop a targeted range of supplements for digestive and gut disorders. And that was and we launched it took me about a year to plan it, to develop it, and to find different, I went all over the country looking at contract manufacturers because I didn't want any artificial fillers, binders, bulking agents. I wanted them to be made in the UK. I wanted them vegan and gluten-free. So that took quite a bit of time, finding a contract manufacturer and a nutritional biochemist who I could work with. And then we launched in August 2015. Yes.
Over this last 5 years, you probably got in with that quite at the start, that it's become quite a big thing, hasn't it? The looking at support. I mean, it's always been there, but I think people
it's always been there. Yes.
It.
I think there's a lot more awareness now, and there's hardly a week goes by when you don't see some article in a magazine or a newspaper, or certainly online, about how important our gut health is. Certainly now with COVID-19 and the immune system, of course.
Yeah.
And people just don't realise that around 70% of the immune system cells are manufactured in the small intestine.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the things that I was interested in talking with you about today, is that obviously lockdown, it's been good for us at home, to be honest with you, because we've actually really got into a routine of doing a weekly plan of what we're going to eat, and so we don't get any waste. We're limiting the amount of time that we're going to the supermarket and everything. And we're actually,
Yes.
I've always been very conscious about my gut, and I've spoken to you about different things in the past. So what kind of things, obviously we're a bit out of our normal routine at the moment, and I do think, I always think when you go on holiday, when I go on holiday, I end up going, so this is getting really personal now, but I end up going to the toilet better when I'm on holiday than when I'm at home. But other people might go on holiday and they might not go for 5 days or whatever. So we're all a bit out of our routine. Well, probably we're coming to the point now where we're actually in more routine than we were. But,
yes, we're getting more used to it now.
Yeah. Are there any tips or anything that you can, the people who are watching, give a few tips at home to what they can be doing?
Well, the thing is, when we're out of our normal, the bowel likes routine. So when we go on holiday, for example, we're out of our routine. The bowel is out of its routine. It's not getting the same food. It's not drinking the same water. You're probably going to bed at different times. Yeah. You're doing either more or less exercise. You're feeling more stressed. You're feeling less stressed. And all this has an impact on the bowel and on transit time. And it either speeds it up, so you get loose stools, or it slows it down and you get constipation. So, I mean, for me, it's, if I'm talking about the supplements, Sally, it's about taking a probiotic, a live bacteria probiotic, to help replenish the gut, because when you take probiotics, the live bacteria, and when they get into the intestines, they know just what to do when they get in there.
So I love all of your products, and I don't know if you've got any to show us, but just to show everybody, they come in really discreet packaging, and they fit through your letterbox, don't they? So that's your for women. So if someone start then on to work, if they've never really tried any products like this before, I mean, I've always shied away from the sort of probiotics in the supermarket because I've seen that they've got more sugar in them than they've got anything else. So if someone was to say to start thinking, right, I'm going to give this a go, I'm going to see if it can help me, either they've been suffering with, I mean, skin complaints, all these sort of things, it all comes from in there, doesn't it? That's the starting point from it. So where would you think would be a good place for people to start?
Well, my most popular supplement, Sally, is my live bacteria.
Okay.
Probiotics.
I mean, I can just, whenever I speak to you, the passion that comes from you and the knowledge that comes from you, and you're always there to sort of help people as well, even it's just a little nod in the right direction. I mean, obviously your time is so tied up as well, but you just, it's just so lovely to speak to someone who's so passionate about what they do. And I just thought, if you want to just mention about your little Facebook group that you have, that's really been useful, and I've picked up all sorts of things off there. And sometimes it just, you read something, you think, maybe that was what was going on with me then, or whatever. People find little questions away, don't they? So if you just mention what that is, then.
So I've got Just For Tummies, which is the business page, Facebook page, but I've also got Tummy Talk, and that is the community page. And I absolutely love Tummy Talk, and it's turned into a lovely, friendly community where we specialise in helping people that have common digestive and gut health issues, but also general health, so it can be, because I've got a lot of my complementary therapy colleagues in the group, colon hydrotherapists like myself, medical herbalists, naturopaths, nutritional therapists, people who have got decades of experience in the field, who help me manage and run the group, really, because it is very time consuming. I can't possibly manage it all on my own now, so it's great that people within the group, they help each other.
Brilliant.
And that's called Tummy Talk, yes.
Okay. Well, we'll pop the links on at the end of this. So we'll pop a link to your website as well, so people can take a look. And if they just fancy, I know there's like a little starter kit, isn't there? Like the woman kit that's got a few different, like the Has that got?
Well, I also have these solution-based kits, like my 30-day perfect balance kit for people who have got chronic IBS, where they've had IBS for decades. My women's health duo for women that have recurring urinary tract infections. There's also a recipe, my probiotic pessary recipe for women that get UTIs and thrush and bacterial vaginosis.
Oh, and your tummy tea.
Oh, the tummy tea. Where's my tummy? Yes, my tummy tea. You see my tummy tea? So yeah, so all the herbs and spices. So again, made in the UK, made in Kent actually. My tea is hand blended in Kent. Brilliant. And lots of herbs and spices to help calm the gut and calm the mind, because there's licorice root, there's ginger root, fennel seeds, cardamom, carom seeds, black peppercorns in there, and the tea pyramids are biodegradable as well.
Well, let's just see your t-shirt, because you've got your fabulous t-shirt on today, haven't you?
Yeah.
Woo! There she is. And you are fabulous, Linda.
So are you.
Oh, thanks. Well, it's been brilliant speaking to you.
If anyone's got any queries, anything that they want to ask me, they're welcome to email me, linda@justfortummies.co.uk, or they can message me on Facebook. I like to think I'm very contactable. I may not be able to get back to them the same day, but I do get back to everyone eventually.
Lady. Brilliant. Thanks so much, Linda. Nice.
You're welcome, Sally.
And you stay safe, stay healthy. And
you too, stay positive.
Exactly, that's the thing.
We will get through this.
Yeah, we will indeed. Thanks so much. Bye.
Enjoy the rest of your day, Sally.
Yeah, and
bye.
Bye. Bye.